So this is for lovers of salty history.
Salty history. There had to be a category.
Yeah.
I mean, I could almost get a prize for having the, book on salty history for the year.
I don't know. He's got a book out as well.
I think he'd win.
Yeah. Anyway, we haven't said what the book is. It's The Wolfpack. Not even The Wolfpack. Wolfpack,
Just Wolfpack.
by Roger Moorhouse.
Yes. Obviously, I can't possibly comment on how brilliant my own book is, but, it's been well received.
It's the story of the U-boat war from the perspective of the German submariners.
Yes.
And there is the politics and the military, but it's mainly about the experience of what it's like to be in a U-boat.
Which is grim,
it
must be said.
Unremittingly grim.
Yeah.
Now, Roger, you've written a wonderful, brilliant book that I can't stop reading, and I can tell you, I've pressed it upon people. I have given it as a gift already. So my mum has been reading it, and she keeps saying, "Oh, do tell that Roger Moorhouse that he's marvellous." So there you
wonderful.
go.
Well, thank you very much. There's me told.
Yeah, exactly. And my friend Claire has been reading it, and she said she would never have picked it up, but because I made her read it and she met you at an event, she says it's absolutely brilliant. Because I think sometimes women are put off the idea of history about World War II because they think it's going to be very sort of butch and boring and
kind of grand strategic in that sense of, and on the 23rd of April, the 45th Division moved 100 miles north, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which is like uber military history, which,
but that's
to be
not
fair,
what
this
this
isn't what I do.
No, you write about war in the sense that it is like the front line of being human.
Yeah.
And you're getting in there with the people who are, suffering and dying and
also inflicting suffering and dying. Let's be honest.
Yes, of course. They're bad. They're the bad guys.
They're the bad guys, remember?
Yeah, are we the baddies?
Yeah. Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is that. And I'm glad that sort of gets noticed because I struggle. I often have this conversation. I sort of struggle with the epithet of, military historian because I say I'm not, I'm just not, because I don't have a military historian's kind of mindset, which is that they're completists. They want to have, want to know about, what was the 45th Division doing on that day and things like that. And in a sense, I don't really care. I want to find the human element. I don't mind which battalion it was, as long as there's a good diary that you can be mined. So, that's the way I view it. I view it, through a human lens. So, I'm pleased you said that.
Well, it's very true. So this is a gift, I would argue, for all genders who are interested in, what it's like to be at war in pretty horrific circumstances.
Yeah. And I think, for me, it fills a gap. It's a gap in the history. We haven't really had that angle, the German angle.
No.
And they deserve to have their story told, horrible though it is. It deserves to be part of the narrative.
I agree with that.
So,
and what more could you want on Christmas Eve than stories of people starving, stinking, suffering, having scurvy,
skin diseases,
sexual diseases,
STDs, scabies, cockroaches, rats. Yeah. Rotting potatoes.
Was there a Christmas on the U-boat?
There was a Christmas on the U-boat. Yes, there was Christmas on the U-boat. Yeah.
You've got a Christmas in the U-boat in your book?
Yeah.
Is it a miserable shit affair?
It's curiously jolly.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad those Nazi submariners had a curiously jolly Christmas.
They sang "O Tannenbaum."
Of course they did.
Very, very manly way.
And then wished each other a merry, the sort of Heil Hitler-ish Christmas.
For example. Yeah. Yule.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds great.
If you want to know all about that.
To be fair, it sounds more fun than some of my Christmases. So. And on that note,
we better leave it.
By Roger Moorhouse.
Brilliant stuff. For lovers of salty history.